Welcome to Amherst, Massachusetts, and McGirt Alumni Stadium, home to the Minutemen of UMass, just a stone's throw away from where the heart of the American Revolution was fought, and we are anxious to see a fight on the gridiron in this one. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Liberty Flames, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the UMass Minutemen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. UMass will kick off and will be underway. From inside the 10, here he comes. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So Liberty's offense will take the first swing of the game. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, woo, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball, but you play zone and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. Going to have to be really careful trying to cover that dude.
Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And the Flames are threatening in the red zone. The pitch to the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Flames!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Minutemen offense heads onto the field for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. This could have the earmarks of a wasted drive if they don't come up with something on second down from the 13. He's looking to throw. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Liberty.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing.
14, UMass 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're...
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Brings up second down.
They'll come to the line and try to get out of this mess on second down from the 5. He's looking to throw. And he ends up taking a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good...
Slips one guy, now he's loose. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Flames! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
They'll keep it on the ground. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. To the air on first down. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Hit him again.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. They get him down, but not before he picks up 5 down to the 17-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Liberty. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside is 5. And the returner is stopped. The UMass offense returns to the field. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right, offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right
now on first down from the 28. Handoff to the single running back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. UMass will line up to punt it away. Here's a return from midfield. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lee. Touchdown, Flames! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Number 9.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much, you know where he's at.
Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Try to get it to the edge. Bust through behind his pad. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Liberty. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more
Anybody
onto
on
this huge lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The UMass offense returns to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down.
The quarterback is taken down and sent. A 10-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
And that is the final play of the quarter, and guys, Liberty has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. The give to the back. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. UMass will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Here's the punt, and he's done better. Not much on that one. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Liberty takes over and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Lowers those pads. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Flames.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
UMass 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Lets it fly. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up third down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Feeling some heat. Quarterback adapting. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. UMass will line up to punt it away.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone.
Touchdown, Liberty! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Liberty 58, UMass 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The UMass offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3-and-out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot.
And he will be sacked.
I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they...
Here's trouble. Ball's out in the end zone. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Yeah, that seems about right. Defensive touchdown. Absolute catastrophe for this offense. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up. Take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Line gets set, first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the misfire, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. UMass will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. 1st down here for the offense. Trying to get the corner. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Flames.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UMass offense returns to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Wide open downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you. A sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. UMass will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll haul it in right around the logo. Touchdown, Liberty! The return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
All right, I like the aggressiveness. I want to be aggressive as a play caller when I'm coming out of my own end zone, when I got a little bit of space to throw the football. And you can tell they wanted to be aggressive, wanted to take a shot. Defense was ready, locked them down, but thank goodness, still had a little space left.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Flames. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 23.
Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Tackled immediately after the catch.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Timeout, Liberty.
UMass will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Bulldozes him. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. Across the 25, he's got room. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention for the Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackle.
Touchdown, Liberty! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They move the tight end all over. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. UMass will line up to punt it away. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Amherst. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Alumni Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Flames will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UMass offense returns to the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
but the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They'll go to the toss. On the move at the 30. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Flames. And the route is on.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Still on his feet. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you've got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
On 3rd down, going up top. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Line gets set, 1st down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. Inside the 30. Off he goes. Touchdown, Liberty. And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And now they have enhanced their degree of difficulty on 2nd and long from the 6. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. It's another safety. Can you believe this? Second of the game.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Touchdown, Flames! And the stomping has commenced. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The UMass offense returns to the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going. And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
A fair catch is called for. It'll give them great field position. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Across the 25. Touchdown, Liberty! And the pummeling has started. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. San Jose State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Jeff Garcia, and they are right back in this. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to New Mexico. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Gets it out quickly. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Nowhere to go, and now the ball's out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. A loose football in the end zone, and the defense there to pounce on it for 6. What a play by the defense there. Loose football, country fumble, pick it up with room, scoop, and score.
No doubt, country versus city. When it's a country fumble, nobody around. I got to pick that puppy up and do some damage with it. Nice job seeing the situation, scooping it up, making a play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. coming after him. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. They'll run play action. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. UMass will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Running it back, it's Cook. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Line gets set, 1st down. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Toss to the left. Runs through a tackle. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Offensively, and are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Touchdown, Flames! And the punishment has been extended.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And they did tack on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UMass offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Finds his man in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Dropping back, it's Hairston. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
He'll bring it back. It's Cook. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. A big, explosive play by this offense, and if you want to control the 4th quarter, might as well go in with momentum like that. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Liberty! And the route is on. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The and going back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Getting some heat. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the ball's free in the end zone. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The UMass offense returns to the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Back to throw, it's Hairston. Gets rid of it. Fires and picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards, maybe. 2nd and 7.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on
Touchdown, Flames! And the beatdown has ensued. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Great starting point. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help...
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. Looking downfield, it's Hairston. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
You got to give this defense tons of credit. They came in here with an outstanding game plan. They were able to execute. They have not allowed a point, and still in the 4th quarter, they are bringing it, and they get another sack.
And the pressure gets to him again, another sack.
Yeah, and this offense has struggled all day. And how about the protection up front? You got to protect your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. And his 2nd sack of the day. Nice. A lot more passing situations coming with this team down big.
They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. They'll throw it on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at at the 15.
And how about this defense? They got the donut going. And here's one thing I'll tell you about the donut. Late in the game, you're talking about on the field. We want to finish this thing and keep that 0 on the score.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far back.
Offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple of weeks, especially the next week in practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
They drag him down at the 43, and man, was he close to taking that return all the way. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Liberty.
Line gets set, first down. Wide out in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Liberty. And the stomping has commenced. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5, and the returner goes down. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking for a man. It's Hairston. Pressure coming. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. On the ground, it's Hester. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. UMass will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense.
And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The UMass offense returns to the field. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. It's Hester. Nice pitch and catch there. They'll have enough for the first down.
This offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the fourth quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
Got it in the middle. It's Harding. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is
He's loose. He's at the 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay. Just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute...
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. They're trying to get to him. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. He'll field the punt and look for room. Boy, he wasn't far from taking that one a long way as they get him stopped on the return at the 45. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
He's going up top. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of...
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And, man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
Dropping back, it's Hairston. Pocket starts to collapse. Finds his back in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Trying to get to him. And they got him for the sack. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. UMass will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed. And there he goes. They bring him down strong. Effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better.
That good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus, those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Arthur L. Williams Stadium in Lynchburg, home to the Liberty Flames, and fans have been eagerly anticipating this clash and filling up this stadium quickly. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Florida International Panthers, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Liberty Flames. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Flames will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the FIU Panthers offense will get the first possession of the game. Sometimes you sense that what the kids call swagger is a false bravado. This dude is nothing but real at wide receiver.
He's got that speed, and it just, you see DBs, they're probably watching him come on the field right now, and they understand it's going to be a long game. This guy can go get it. He can run. He can do a little bit of everything at the wide receiver spot.
They're going to run it to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. FIU pushing tempo. To the air, it's Jenkins. Feeling some heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. FIU will line up to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The Flames offense will try to get something going with their first possession. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming.
Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Flames! A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jackson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
He'll look it in inside his 40. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. This is like a gift to have starting field position like this. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Liberty!
defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. FIU pushing tempo. To the ground with the back. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
And after the punt, that's where they'll mark it, just outside the 30-yard line. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little.
Open runway ahead. He's at the 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Flames. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Caught behind the line. It's McIntosh. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Now the play fake. Right down the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbled.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big.
Afterburners coming. Touchdown, Liberty! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. DB's right up on the receivers. They're bringing heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. No one's been able to keep him off the quarterback. Career sack number 50.
Like, honestly, in today's college football, if you get 10 sacks in a season, that's considered a really good year. You might be an All-American. To go 50 in your career, David, I mean, nobody does that.
You're just a freak. I mean, your God-given ability to get off the football so fast and to be so relentless and to be so good with your hands, that dude is crafted and made to be a pass rusher.
Takes the handoff. It's Patterson. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. FIU will line up the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That punt was a bit rushed, and it showed with a short kick. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Flames. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Temple is ahead right now in South Philly, but this game is a long way from being over. Better hold off on the run to Geno's for the time being. They're up by 7 over Memphis. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
I think the offensive coordinators are there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? And my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. FIU will line up the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. On his way from around the 50. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he breaks. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Liberty. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that one.
He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. He'll do it himself. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. And that is the final play of the quarter, and guys, Liberty has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. And here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. FIU will line up to punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes the catch right at the 50. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Liberty takes over and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They'll run the toss. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Flames! And they take it in for 6 more points. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. He makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Looking for room. It's York. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Great team defense on that run. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. And the Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. The corners are walked up tight. They're going to ride this running back. Can't get him to the ground. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Leaves it with the back. And he could not get loose on the run.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
Scanning the field, it's Jenkins. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Touchdown, Liberty! And the special teams, that's always a momentum builder. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on. They're so quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. The kickoff team is out there, and after giving up a punt return for the score, this offense needs to do some work. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This is running and throwing the ball.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. They'll run it on the counter. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. He'll field the punt and take it back. Makes a move. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much much eats up everything gained by the punt. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Toss to the outside. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Flames looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Flames.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Complete out of the backfield. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. FIU will line up to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hauls it in at the 40. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Liberty. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Navy is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 7 over USF. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Using his legs, it's York. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. FIU will line up to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Now they'll run it on the toss. Running through contact. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. And the Flames have pushed it inside the 20. Trying to turn the corner on the left. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He caught it. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. The Flames want to move quickly. Movement here from the tight end. Try to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Flames. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got to be down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
And he makes the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. It was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like you've had a very enjoyable day so far there today in Lynchburg. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at the Bill Arthur L. Williams Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Panthers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. The toss sweep to the right. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great...
Oh, look out! You're not getting him on the ground. Still on his feet. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Got enough space. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. And the Flames are flying down the field. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And the pummeling has started. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. Coming after it. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. FIU will line up the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Throws for the tight end. And they're not on the same page there.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. The toss to the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Flames. And the punishment has been extended.
Man, what a nice touchdown run. And this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease. And then the wide receivers start to kick in. And the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. They're lining up to boot it away. Coming out with it, it's ball. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He breaks a tackle. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Toss sweep to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs.
29 Philly.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Panthers are marching down the field. Off the play fake on first down. He lets one fly deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. The give from the gun. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. FIU will line up to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. A low-line drive and not his best work. He gets a block. Silver and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They'll try to get outside. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Liberty. And the route is on.
This is why you consistently run the football. Steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown run.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Miami has the lead right now, but even here in the cradle of coaches, you just never know. This has been a tight one inside Yager Stadium. They're up by 4 over Bowling Green. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll go to the counter play. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Got stumped on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. And watch the linebacker. You can tell. Locked in on the quarterback. Chases him down. Gets to him. Not only gets to him, doesn't let him break a tackle. Gets him on the ground.
FIU will line up the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch inside his 40. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. The toss to the outside. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. The Flames trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for 6. It's incomplete and nearly intercepted in the end zone. You get the ball that close, you cannot put it in harm's way.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
They'll try to pound their way in. Touchdown, Flames! And the beatdown has ensued. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that replay scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Fielded in the end zone, it's Law. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Leaves it with the back. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And that is the final play of the quarter. And guys, Liberty has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. FIU will line up to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Looks it in at the 40. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First down here for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Hit as he throws. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Liberty! And the stomping has commenced. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's moving out of the pocket. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. You just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback. I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought he was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Line gets set, first down. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
All kinds. Got enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
Snapped it in the shotgun. Pressure coming. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. To tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit, nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. 3rd and goal, where the fire, touchdown Flame, and the pummeling has started. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. But these guys wanted to make a statement. The statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop him. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
What can you say about the impact this dude has had on this game? He has been completely unblockable all game long, guys. That's his 3rd sack of the game.
It's complete to the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the...
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
FIU will line up to punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the returner will be knocked down. The offense lining up for a first down play. And down he goes back at the 3.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line
fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. he did not. It's a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Still on his feet at the 45. He's off to the races. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. Lining up for the PAT. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Flushed out of the pocket. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. They come up with their second safety of the game. You don't see that very often. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. Wants to return it.
Returner brings it out to the 42. And your Liberty Flames will take over.
Offense set on first down. Trying to get the edge on the right. At the 45 on his way. And he's running in the open. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where
the freshman able to get home with the sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they're going to be in a world of hurt if they don't get this thing going forward here on second down from the 13. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
0 points on the day. That's really all you have to say about this offense. It's been a struggle fest. They've been riding the struggle bus. They haven't done anything right today.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their... For the third time in this game, it's going to be a safety. They've got a touchdown worth of safeties. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. On the return, it's Cook. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. The best way this offense can say thanks for that 2 spot is by following it up with a score of their own, David.
Really fun.
Running toward the tape. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media.
Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
I just love the effort by the defense on this play. We're late in the game. It's in the fourth quarter. Guys are tired. They're not able to get to the QB right away, but they continue pursuing him, and they're able to get to him outside of the pocket. Nice job.
Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.